In March of 2025, Nvidia sold a graphics card for $8,565. Today, the same card lists at $16,000. Nothing was added. No new silicon, no new memory, no new architecture. 87% in 16 months. That card is one of the ways a company stops sending its data to somebody else's server. This week, I priced every option I could actually buy. The list is shorter than you would think. One thing before we start. These are published figures, not my own bench. I will tell you exactly what I could test and what I could not. There is a good version of this question and a bad one. The bad one is, what can I run for $10,000? That is a hobbyist question. And there are people on this platform who answer it better than I can with hardware I do not own. The good one is the question a company asks, what does it cost to stop sending our data to an American or Chinese API? And are we allowed to do it? That second half is where this gets interesting, because most of the answer is not about money. Start with geography. There are 3 places you could buy this hardware from, and only one of them will sell it to you. China is the shortest answer. The United States has issued a worldwide prohibition on Huawei's Ascend accelerators. The 9 to 10B, the 9 to 10C, and the 9 to 10D. Not restricted, not difficult to source. Using them is stated to violate export controls, wherever you are. For a European or American buyer, that column is closed. Europe is the one that surprised me. I got this wrong when I started. I assumed Europe's answer was a camera chip. It is not. Accelera, based in Eindhoven, makes a processor called Europa, 64 gigabytes of memory on a single chip, up to 256 gigabytes on a 4-chip card, and it was designed for language models. That is a real part from a real European company aimed squarely at this job. So why is it not the answer? 200 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. Hold that against 1200 on the Apple Mac Studio M5 Ultra, I will get to in a moment. The capacity is there. The speed is below the cheapest American option. And then the thing that actually decides it runs Accelera's own toolchain, not the American stacks that every open weight model ships against on day one. When Alibaba released a model this morning, the people running it were running it on American hardware, because that is what the release was built to load into. So the honest answer is this. Europe has a serious AI processor, and it is a generation of software behind. China's is prohibited. Every option I could actually buy and run today at every price point is American. And here is the part that makes this genuinely awkward. The hardware you can buy is American. The best open models are Chinese. Chinese silicon is prohibited, and Chinese weights are the state of the art. Those 2 facts sit in the same procurement decision. That is worth sitting with for a moment, because the phrase sovereign AI is being sold hard right now. 3 price points. Start at the bottom. The first one, $5,000 buys 1 machine for 1 person. This is the solo attorney, the therapist, the accountant, the people for whom do not paste it into ChatGPT is a rule. 2 options, both American. A Mac Studio with an M5 Max and 128 gigabytes of unified memory, or AMD's Ryzen AI Max Plus 395, the chip they call Strix Halo in a mini PC. At the consumer show, AMD's Lisa Su called it the smallest AI development system in the world. The memory holds the model, but the bandwidth decides speed. 11 tokens per second on the AMD box. It is usable. It is also slow enough that you will watch it think. What runs here? Gemma 4, MIA Stroll Small 4. And as of this morning, something more interesting, Alibaba released the weights for Qwen 3.8 Flash Next. 125 billion parameters, 262,000 tokens of context. At 4-bit, that fits inside 128 gigabytes. Hosted version costs 16 cents per million tokens. The cloud option got cheaper this morning. The sovereign option got 87% more expensive this year. The second, 15,000 buys a machine for a team, 15 to 50 people. A regional law practice, a clinic group, a European company that read Article 50 and asked where its data goes. A Mac Studio with an M5 Ultra and 256 gigabytes lands at $14,299. That Nvidia card from the cold open, the RTX Pro 6000 96 gigabytes costs $16,000. It blows the budget and gives you a third less memory. It also runs the same memory bandwidth as a 5090. At this tier, you can run DeepSeek V4 Flash with a million token context. Qwen at server sizes, GLM 5.2. This is where local inference stops being a demonstration and starts being infrastructure. The third, 40,000 buys a company a cluster. 4 Mac Studios, linked over Thunderbolt 5, pooling 1.5 to 2 terabytes. Published figures from people who've built this. 4 machines running Kimi K2 thinking, under 500 watts for the whole rack. Another build reported 28 to 30 tokens per second. I have not built one. I am citing their numbers. And here is the ceiling. Kimi K3 published its weights. 2.8 trillion parameters. It needs roughly 1.6 terabytes of memory and a commercial license review. Next, let's discuss the licensing, the part that will decide this for you. Llama 4 has the widest tooling ecosystem. Its community license carries multimodal rights that exclude developers based in the European Union. There is a second trap underneath it. Licenses attached to checkpoints, not to model families. I spent 25 years in cybersecurity watching organizations buy the appliance and skip the contract. Then discovered during an incident that the contract was the thing that decided their exposure. Open weight is not open source. These models publish weights, not training data. Italy's. For Italia AI Factory, with data centers in Bologna and Naples, Italy, is part of the EU Sovereign AI Factory initiative and is an Nvidia machine with a European wing. The same company whose chip I told you about in the beginning, Alexera, is inside Europe's Sovereign AI Factory. But as an option, the primary is Nvidia. So running Mistral in the EU on EU hardware is harder than it seems. I also could not find anywhere how it is supposed to be pronounced, so I went with For Italia. Let me know if you know how. On a personal note, let me tell you where I am currently and where I am going. I am working on a Mac Studio M2 Max 96 gigabytes with minimal LLM in production for my workflow, just mainly for playing around and testing. I am about to order the M5 Ultra with 256 gigabytes. 256 runs, Qwen 3.8 Flash. Next, comfortably. My plan here is to move some my workflow off API and run it locally. And I landed on 256 gigabytes because I don't believe 512 gigabytes buys me that much more. Sure, I could run DeepSeek V4 Pro locally, but Apple has not announced the price for the 512 gigabytes version yet. I'm guessing it will be about $5,000. And to me, that is not worth it. But tell me if you think I am wrong. What does 512 gigabytes enable you to do that 256 gigabytes didn't? Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, consider joining the membership. You get early access to scheduled content and a direct line to me. I answer members' comments first. See you next time.